I was doing Rawhide, and I was coming to a hiatus. It took 3 months off, usually around February, March, and April every year. And my agent in Los Angeles called me up in the William Morris office and asked me if I would like to go to Europe and make an Italian, German, Spanish co-production of a remake of a Japanese film in the plains of Spain, and I said not particularly.
And Sergio Leone, the director of A Fistful of Dollars, wanted another actor.
I really wanted James Coburn, but he was too expensive. The Italian cinema is very poor. We got Clint for $15,000. Coburn wanted $25,000. I didn't see any character in Rawhide, only a physical figure. What struck me most about Clint was his indolent way of moving. It seemed to me Clint closely resembled a cat.
The script was in English, very strange English, because it had been written by an Italian group of people who didn't speak English that well, especially English with what you'd call the Western kind of slang. It was like an Italian concept of what a Western slang would be. So a lot of the dialogue was a little bit on the shaky side.
I reckon he picked the wrong trail. Or he could have picked the wrong town.
His big mistake, I think, was getting born.
You want any work? Looking like that? You could try being a scarecrow.
Oh, no, the crows are liable to scare him, maybe.
So I liked it, though, and I felt that maybe a European approach would give the Western a new flavor. Something, because I thought it had been in a very stagnant period at that point. The part wasn't as spare as that in the script, but to me, the more the character would get into expository scenes and start explaining things, the more it would dissipate the mystery of the character or the strength of the character. So we cut it down very lean, and Sergio Leone agreed that we'd try to make this guy a little bit unique. You're not quite sure who he is. You're not even quite sure he's the hero until 3/4 or halfway through the film.
Che il più grande scrittore western è stato e sarà sempre Omero.
The greatest scriptwriter of westerns was Homer. The archetypes of yesterday's cowboys were Achilles, Ajax, Agamemnon, and Hector.
Achille, Aiace, Agamennone, Hector.
My idea was to bring back the Italian commedia dell'arte.
Il genere alla commedia dell'arte italiana.
Well, communication was a little rough. I knew arrivederci and buongiorno, and he knew goodbye and hello, and that was it. We had an interpreter the first time. Then he learned a little English, and I learned a little Italian, and between a little Spanish, and we just kind of fudged our way along.
Io penso che la caratteristica dei miei film sia
My films are basically silent films. The dialogue just adds some wit.
Il dialogo ha solamente un valore e ha un senso aforistico.